Are a little bit breezy, especially out over toward the beaches. Netta knows that. She was out trying to do a little bit of surfing today. She said it felt like a washing machine. So anticipate that pretty much for the next few hours. Right now in San Diego, looking like 71 degrees. Winds for the most part, though, hanging in at around 8 miles per hour. We will see our temperatures fall so much so tomorrow will be the coolest day of the week. Out into Fallbrook, you don't usually see your temperatures into the lower 70s this time in the summer, but it's 73 degrees. Your wind's about 7 miles per hour. I think the breeze is pretty much going to come to an end for today, as we have this dip in the jet stream, that trough, which is also pulling in some of that slightly cooler air. So notice our temperatures continuing to fall. They could be, I'd say, about 2 degrees cooler than normal for the coast and closer to 10 degrees below normal once you get closer out over toward inland and mountain locations. It does not last long, though. Already noticing this ridge beginning to build out over toward the Pacific. This is going to move in by the time we get to Sunday, and temperatures will soar. Right now, we're holding back on the thought that there could be any heat advisories associated with it, but temperatures will, in fact, rise, I'd say, close to 5 to 10 degrees above normal for you. Taking an hour-by-hour look at your temperature forecast, starting you off tonight about 6 o'clock, the upper 60s for the coastline. Everywhere else dealing with the lower 70s along I-15 and further inland on into the mid-70s. Clouds will be around tomorrow, and they are going to be a little bit more stubborn simply because of that trough. I think those clouds could linger until close to 11 a.m. along the coast. Heading out the door, though, at about 6 o'clock with those overcast skies, 65 at Encinitas. Those clouds will move all the way through Poway, now looking at about 59 as you go to work and about 64 degrees through El Cajon. By the afternoon hours, temperatures struggle. Look at this. We're not even talking about any 80s here on the map. Looking at 77 in Ramona. Del Mar only at about 69 degrees, and Oceanside the lower 70s. If you're headed out to the Carlsbad Music Festival, first day tomorrow at about 7 p.m., your temperatures will be into the upper 60s. You'll notice your clouds increasing over the evening. In the water's fair conditions for you surfers with your swell out of the south, 2 to 3 feet. Water temperature also cool, only 65 to 67 degrees. 7-day forecast, 73 degrees for the next 2 days. That warm up not slated to begin until we get closer to next. Let's look at your 7-day forecast. Guys, over to you. To move through inland areas. They're going to be stubborn tomorrow, and as a result, temperatures, they are going down. It'll be the coldest day of the week. We could see temperatures fall another 1 to 5 degrees compared to where they were this afternoon. Right now, we're looking at 8 degrees cooler in Ramona than just 24 hours ago, so hopefully put an extra blanket on the bed. 7 degrees cooler for you out over toward Lakeside, and out over toward Chula Vista, you are 9 degrees cooler. These values obviously below normal, but still comfortable considering it is summer, so the heat maybe not too extreme. Temps right now putting us at about 64 degrees into Chula Vista, 61 up through Poway, and the same number for you rolling on in through Fallbrook. We have a little dip in the jet stream. This trough is actually responsible for keeping our colder air in place. It's not going to last much longer, only until we get to about Saturday. And then notice what's happening out over toward the Pacific. We see the jet stream taking a nice rise. That ridge will start to move on through, forecasting temperatures to go 10 degrees above average by the time we get on into Monday and Tuesday. Not dealing with heat advisories, at least not at that level, but you're still going to notice a nice little warm up. So we have a forecast for everyone. If you like it a little bit cool, you have the next 2 days, and if you like it warm, you can look forward to next work week. Starting you off at about 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Heading out to work. It is the last day of the work week, and we're already into the mid-60s for the coast. Remember, those clouds will be able to move all the way out over toward Ramona. 53 degrees in, and into Alpine, you're starting your day at about 54. By the afternoon, we're going to see the mix of sun and clouds for the coast. Temperatures struggle, especially out toward Del Mar and Encinitas into the lower 70s. Inland areas, you'll end up seeing more sun than clouds, but still a far cry from where you seasonally are. Right along I-15 into the upper 70s and the low 80s out for Lakeside and pushing up through Ramona. Fast forward this though on into Saturday. I know there's a big festival happening at, I believe, just outside of San Diego. And with that, your temperature is falling on into the lower 70s. So these values are still going to stay below average, but we should start to see them slowly warm up. And remember that heat wave beginning once we head through about Monday, peaking on Tuesday. In the water's fair conditions for you surfers with your swell out of the south, 2 to 3 feet. Water temperature also a little chilly, only 65 to 67 degrees with knee to chest high sets. 7-day forecast, 73 degrees for the next 2 days. Sunday we warm up 1, but we get a little bit toastier as we head on in through Monday and crack into the 80s.